What's up, guys? This is Papa's Pick here with our teacher spotlight with our teacher of the year, Mr. Brady. How
Hi,
you
guys.
doing?
Hey, Mr. Brady.
All right. So, Mr. Brady, what inspired you to become a teacher?
Well, when I was in college, I was without direction, and I was pretty good at math though. And one day I was in the skills center tutoring kids, and a group of engineers came in with a really difficult question for them to solve, and they showed it to me, and it actually wasn't that difficult. It's just a quadratic equation, and I showed them how to solve it, and they were so grateful. And I thought, you know what, I could be a teacher.
Wow.
That's
Interesting.
Yeah.
Pretty nice.
All right. How long have you been teaching, Mr. Brady? And what
Holy-
subjects, grades?
Holy
do you
moly.
teach?
So I started teaching the year after I graduated college. So that's 1987.
Yeah.
I taught in New Hampshire for a couple of years. I came to New Jersey shortly after that, and I started teaching here in 1993. I know it's ancient
Wow.
history. So you can,
Wow.
Yeah, it is.
yeah. Yeah, so I've been here for 32 years.
Cool.
What is your favorite part about working with students?
I like that you're like an empty vessel, like you don't have a ton of knowledge yet, and I like helping you gain knowledge. I like filling up you with knowledge. That's really one of the things I really enjoy.
That's good.
If you could think of one moment that you'll always remember about teaching, what would it be?
One that goes way back to the 1990s. I remember I found out my first calculus student got a 5 on the AP exam.
Oh, wow.
That was real big for me. I was elated when in 2019 they told me I was moving back to the high school. You know, I taught middle school for a couple years. I'm not that good of a middle school teacher, so that was fun.
A little harder to teach the middle school kids than high school.
No, you know what? The kids are easier. It's the math that I really don't like.
And you like high school math?
Yeah, the high school math is much better.
Yeah.
So how do you keep your classes engaging and interesting?
With all my jokes. Are you kidding me?
The jokes. It's all about the jokes.
No, you know, you got to constantly be on top of the students. As soon as you see somebody, eyes wandering off,
Yeah.
you got to redirect them and get them back in class mode. There's techniques where you come up behind the kids and say, "What are you doing?" And if they're always ready for that, then you know you're okay.
Yeah, that would always work, probably.
What do you enjoy doing outside of school? I know you told me you like trying to bake now. What are you trying to do now outside of
I
school?
don't really bake that much. I do cook. I have a smoker. I smoke stuff on the smoker. I like to go skiing in the wintertime. I go camping in the summertime. I cook a little bit.
Ever make a brisket?
I love making a brisket. I made brisket before that would win competitions.
What about chili? You like chili?
I do like chili. I entered a chili contest one time. I came in second place.
Wow.
Yeah, my dad makes chili a
Oh,
lot.
does he?
Yeah.
I used Bobby Flay's recipe. There's maple and chocolate in the chili. Believe that?
Ooh.
It was delicious.
Sounds good. Yeah, sounds
Yeah.
good.
So you stick primarily to baking or to cooking, not to baking?
Cooking, not baking. I'm not that good of a baker. My daughter's a really good baker. Not me though.
All
All
right.
right. Next up, how has teaching changed since you first started?
When I first got here, there was no whiteboards. They were all chalkboards, and they had chalk. And then you hit your fingernail on the chalkboard. It's a sound that makes everybody cringe. It was horrifying. But I'll tell you what though, on a chalkboard, I could make a circle that was like a perfect circle.
No.
On the whiteboard, and not so much. And then I taught on a smart board. That's even harder than the whiteboard to make a perfect circle. So a lot of technology's changed. There wasn't computers in every room when I first started. You didn't take attendance on the computer. You didn't do your grades on the computer. It used to take an hour and a half to put your grades in. Now it takes like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Unless you Mr. Leonard doesn't put his grades into the last day.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so What advice would you give to students to become most successful?
That's a good question. Like, you have to figure out what you want to do, which is not easy. I did not
Yeah.
figure out what I wanted to do until I was second semester sophomore, I think is when I figured it out. But once you figure out what you want to do, you have to throw yourself wholeheartedly into it. You have to have interest in every aspect of it. Like, you look at the most successful students now, and they're the ones that look at me the entire time I'm teaching. They're asking me questions about whatever it is. Those kids are going to be successful because you can tell they're interested in what's going on. If you are interested in what you're doing and you throw yourself into it, you'll be successful no matter what you're going to do.
So there's one last thing.
Okie doke.
We asked ourselves a question before coming into this interview, and that question was, what do we appreciate most about Mr. Brady? And we all came to one answer. It was pretty easy, even though we haven't had you for a super long time. I had you for like half a year, and I have you as my study teacher now. We decided that our favorite thing about you is your jokes. easily the jokes.
I like the stories too.
Yeah.
Stories. go a long way.
Pretty
Stories.
Stories
Yeah.
are the jokes.
Well, as you get older, you start to collect more and more stories. So
Yeah.
there you go.
Yep.
All right.
Alrighty,
Thank you,
guys.
Mr. Mr. Brady, for your time.
Thank
I
you.
really appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Brady.
All right.